Let me tell you a quick story. One day, this panda decided something. Tomorrow, everything will change. He was tired of feeling stuck, tired of wasting time, tired of watching life move forward while he stayed in the same place. So that night, he made a plan, a big one. He wrote down everything he wanted to fix about his life. Wake up at 5 a.m. Exercise every day. Read 50 pages daily. Eat perfectly healthy. Work harder. Learn new skills. Looking at the list, it felt powerful. For the first time in a long time, the panda felt motivated. This is it, he thought. Tomorrow, my life begins. And for the first few days, everything went according to plan. He woke up early. He exercised. He read. He worked. It felt amazing. But then something happened. By the fourth day, the routine started to feel heavy. By the fifth day, he felt exhausted. And by the seventh day, everything fell apart. The panda overslept, skipped the workout, ignored the reading, and slowly the entire plan disappeared. Within 2 weeks, life had returned to exactly the way it was before. The panda felt frustrated. Why does this always happen? Why do I start strong but never finish? For a long time, he believed the problem was motivation. Maybe he just needed more discipline. Maybe he wasn't strong enough. But the truth was something completely different. The problem wasn't the panda. The problem was the strategy. Most people try to change their life through massive action. Huge goals, extreme routines, radical changes. But the human brain doesn't work well with sudden transformation. When change is too big, it becomes overwhelming. And when something feels overwhelming, the mind naturally resists it. Which is why so many people start strong but quit shortly after. One day, while thinking about this problem, the panda discovered a simple idea. A rule so small, most people completely ignore it. It was called the 1% rule. The idea was surprisingly simple. Instead of trying to become a completely different person overnight, you focus on becoming just 1% better every day. That's it. Just one small improvement. One small step forward. At first, it sounds almost meaningless. 1%? That doesn't feel like much. But here's the interesting part. Small improvements compound over time. Think of it like planting a seed. On the first day, nothing changes. On the second day, still nothing. Even after a week, the progress is barely visible. Most people look at this slow growth and say, "This isn't working," and they quit. But the people who understand the 1% rule think differently. They don't chase dramatic progress. They focus on consistent progress. Because they understand something most people overlook. Small actions, repeated consistently, create extraordinary results. Imagine improving just one tiny habit. Reading one extra page, doing one extra push-up, learning one new idea, practicing one skill for a few minutes. None of these actions feel life-changing in the moment. But over weeks, over months, over years, those small actions compound. One day you wake up and realize something remarkable. You've become a completely different person. Not because of one big decision, but because of hundreds of small ones. If you improve just 1% every day, the person you become in a year might surprise you. Not because you changed everything overnight, but because you never stopped improving. one small step at a time.